Hey y'all, and welcome back to Surviving Me. I'm your host, Day, and before we get into today's episode, I want to start to do something a little different. Y'all know this podcast is about healing, but a lot of the healing comes from where you come from, right? Yeah. So for my 1 year anniversary, I'm passing the mic to someone who has witnessed me grow up literally from I came out to now. So like who else is better to do it other than this person, right? So she's not just a listener, but it's my mother, my girl, as I like to. I call her my girl. The ones who my loyal listeners know, I call her my girl. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it on over to her to start the hosting.
Okay. Hey, girl.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Okay, I'm excited about this.
I am too. I am too.
Okay. Hi, viewers. I'm the mother. Okay. That's what I go by, and that's what she knows me as. So that's what I am, the mother. So we're going to start this off with, how about a brief overview of how you think people perceive you before we jump into the questions?
I feel like when people think of Day, they think I'm stuck up. They think I'm stuck up. I feel like they think I'm the mean girl, which is like so not me. It's completely the opposite of me. But I have got heard that I'm stuck up, that I'm mean, ill, and that's pretty much it. I'm stuck up and I'm mean. That's the first things I always hear. I'm stuck up and mean.
Oh, so people have said this to your face?
Yeah.
I know. How did that feel?
Like, really? Oh my God, that's what I'm giving? Honestly, it was shocking because I don't feel like I'm giving that. I'm nice. But no, people never got that. I guess because I'm shy.
Yes.
That could come off as, I guess, stuck up. I mean, I never looked at it as, but yes, people said they was like, oh, I just thought you didn't like me. Or I just thought you was mean. And I just like, okay.
Until they get to know you.
Right.
They don't think you are them things.
Right. That's just the first initial impression, which I always hated, but, people's perception is their reality.
That is true. And and I found from my many years on this earth that people do perceive you differently than you perceive yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
So do you feel like been to their perception of you, or keep to being your own, living your own truth?
For a long time, I honestly probably felt like I did because that's not me. And it really used to bother me that that's the first thing that people see when they see me, like, oh, you're mean or you're stuck up or you think you're better than everybody else. I hated that's how people viewed me. So at first I would be like, well, what do I have to do to change this, the way people looked at me and all this other stuff? But then as years went on and kept trying to figure it out, I never actually figured it out. And it's just like, those who feel it, and those who don't.
Right. It's all about your heart. You feel what's in your heart. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a nice icebreaker.
Yes.
Ready to jump into these questions?
I don't know.
I'm looking at your face and I'm like, I don't think she's ready.
I don't think I'm ready because
you ready.
I know, oh my God, y'all, my guests, y'all know how y'all be like, oh, I'm so nervous. And I'm like, well, what you nervous for? Like, it's just, now I understand exactly. I'm in the hot seat. I feel like, not really the hot seat because y'all know y'all my peoples, but it feels like I'm in a hot seat.
Yeah, but all you have to do is just be yourself, the beautiful, loving person that I know you are. I always say you are a beautiful soul.
Yes.
Just be that. Let that shine through the mic.
Yes.
All right, let's get into this.
Let's jump into it.
All right, here we go. First question. What were you like emotionally as a child?
Sensitive. I feel like I was very sensitive. Well, I'm still sensitive, but I feel like as a child, I think it was probably worse. I was a crybaby.
Well, can I interject? Not worse. That's just, it was probably more intense.
Yes.
Not worse.
Yes, not worse, but more intense as a child. I very, very sensitive.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you think you still have a lot of that now in your adult years?
Yes, but it's different. Like, I don't know. I guess as a child, I didn't really go through nothing, But now, since being an adult, my mama done went through some things. So it's like, yes, I'm still sensitive, but I just feel like it's like a little armor on me now. Like, okay, you can't be too sensitive because this world is not that nice. Okay?
Yes. And I always had to tell you that.
Yeah.
You had to get a little thicker skin.
Yeah.
Without changing you as a whole.
Yeah.
But you had to learn how to navigate this thing.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Okay. Was there anything you carried quietly that people didn't notice?
Yeah, I would say, well, this actually became a realization for me recently. I didn't know that people, but something I carry quietly would be my insecurities. I feel like, but I didn't know that people didn't view it as insecurities. Like, I don't think, if to break it down, I don't think people looked at me as someone that's insecure. Like, when they see me, and if you was to see my pictures or, you know, see me walk, I guess, down the hall, I don't feel like insecurity is something that would come from me, but that it was something I had for sure.
Okay, and how enlightening was that? Like, how did you, when you realized that, was it that enlightening moment, like, wow, this is something I need to work on now that I have acknowledged it? This is something I need to work on, or?
No. Okay. Honestly, I guess it was like I was faking until I make it, and then I was doing a very good job at it because people was fooled. Like, because on the inside, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so scared, because I was already nervous anyway, or just, I guess, just scared, or just like anything, like especially when I had to do a new hairstyle, or when I had to be the center of attention, or the new girl, or whatever the case may be, because I was a new girl and I hated it. But I had to be the new girl, so I had to walk in with, like, I was hoping that I was giving confidence, but on the inside it was giving, like, I'm so scared. Like, I know, yeah, but I guess it wasn't giving that, so I'm happy about that.
That you got a good poker face?
Yeah.
I know that's right. It's good in some situations. I know.
Yes.
Okay. So, did you feel like you had to survive instead of just be?
Yes, for a long time. I felt like I was in survival mode for most of my life. And I don't know why, but yeah. And matter of fact, no. I've recently just figured out why I've been in survival mode. Because like I said, and when you asked me how was I as a child, I was very emotional, very sensitive. And that was a lot for me growing up, like going out into the world. As I like to say now, the world is very loud to me. And as a child, I felt like it was even louder, and going out into the world was hard because it was just too much emotions, too much different energies. It was just a lot for me as a child. So yes, I felt like I was in survival mode 9 times out of 10. It's like, oh my God, I gotta get through this. I gotta hurry up, get through this, so I can hurry up and get back to my safe spot.
Okay. So right now in your life now, do you feel like you're in survival mode now?
Honestly, probably yes. A little bit. I don't, and then that's the sad part, because it's like, oh my God, for me to say, am I in survival mode now? And then just said that I was in survival mode as a child. I was like, well, damn, you've been in survival mode your whole life. I know, but honestly, that's how I feel. But the difference between me being in survival mode then and me being in survival mode now is I know it. Like, I know right. I'm in survival mode, and everybody knows anything you know, you can change. So I'm coming up out of it, but yes.
Okay, that's a good thing. That means growth is there.
Yes.
And that's the most important. Okay. So what do you think your mother, misunderstood about you growing up? I'm waiting for this one, y'all. I need to know this.
I don't know. I feel like, oh, that's a good one. That really got you thinking. Hold on. I guess how truly sensitive I am. I feel like because you're so strong, and, you know, you just always had to be strong. I just feel like you don't sometimes maybe realize how deep my sensitivity went.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm very brat, like a suck it up buttercup.
Yeah.
Come on. Next, like, get it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. And you are still sensitive. You still are.
Yeah.
And I think now that I'm older and you're older, that I recognize it more.
Yeah.
I take the time to, you know what, instead of just barking at you, basically. Yeah, I get that. I get that as well. I get that one. I like that question too.
I do too. That really had me.
That was a good one. I like that one. So the first part of this, when I was asking her the first 5 questions, consisted of the womb. That's why she always was using examples of her childhood.
Yeah.
Because it was about her childhood. And I know that probably was confusing because she was going back and forth between, but the reason why the childhood was at the forefront was because the first part of her interviewing style is about the womb.
Right.
Okay.
Where it all started.
Yes. Now we are on the second part of the interview, and this is called The Reckoning, Adulthood and Breaking Point.
Okay. The deep stuff.
This is the deep stuff.
I might get emotional. Hold on.
It's okay, because emotions cleanse.
That's what they say.
I know that's right. So you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. When did you realize you were disappearing in relationships?
If I really want to be honest, to start back, I feel like my first time I ever felt like I was disappearing. Matter of fact, I'm name dropping. I don't care. Hey, would be probably with Giovanni. Okay. Shout out to you. Anyway, yes, it would definitely probably be with him because I feel like he was my first, like, I don't know. Maybe you could attest to it, but I feel like he was like my first serious, like real.
Yes.
Serious relationship because he was the first one I like introduced to everybody. He was the first one to be like involved in my family and stuff like that. So like, yeah, I would say I felt like that's
your
what
first serious type of relationship. Yeah,
would be him.
I would agree.
So that's when I realized, like, at once, because man, that breakup was messy. If you know, you know.
It was messy.
Okay, so yeah, once that happened and that breakup happened, that's when I realized, like, hold on, I was basically probably losing myself in that relationship because why did this hurt so bad? Like, yeah, breakups hurt, but no, like, man, that felt different. And I felt like that was because I lost myself in that relationship. It was just all, I made it like that whole relationship was everything instead of just still having myself, you know. So,
do you remember I said that to you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was hard. It was hard for me too to see you go through that. I swear, Giovanni, I was gonna come with you. Okay, but I had to, but really, I was like, okay, but that was hard. Hard. You got through it.
I did.
You grew through it.
I did. Oh my God, Zariah. I don't know if you're going to listen to this episode, but shout out to Zariah because she was there when the whole thing happened with Giovanni and our first breakup. I will never forget. We was in my bathroom on the floor. I was crying my eyes out because I think he had just did something like, oh my God, I don't know what he was being, but he was being what he was being. And I was in that bathroom crying. Zariah was like, no, listen, he ain't going to be treating you like this. Oh my God, Zariah. You guys tell me if you remember that. But yes, that was funny.
Shout out to Zariah.
For sure.
Where my girls at?
Okay.
I love that. She was like, you ain't gonna be doing this to my friend.
Okay.
I like that. You gotta love a girl's
No,
girl,
for
right?
real.
Okay. So was there a specific breaking point that changed you?
Yeah, so it would have to be moving forward years later. Now I meet the baby daddy, Ronnie. Okay, I would have to say that's when I realized stuff. That was a major change for me. I thought Mr. Giovanni did a little damage. Oh no, he didn't prepare me for Mr. Young. Okay, he did not.
You are dropping names. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. So yeah, he didn't. He didn't prepare me for him. So I feel like that was the breaking point for me. That relationship, the relationship as a whole, was the breaking point. I know your probably was like, well, what part? The whole relationship.
Now, because it states, was there a specific breaking point that changed you? So what?
Yes. Probably the very first time he disrespected me.
Okay.
That was the very first breaking point for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have to say that.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay. When did Surviving Me become more than just an idea?
When the final ending of that relationship with my baby dad finally was coming to an end, because I guess it was kind of coming to, I really didn't know. It was kind of up in the air. I didn't know if it was coming to an end. I really didn't know. But I felt like I needed a release for all the stuff I was dealing with at the time, because I wasn't talking to nobody. Like, I wasn't talking to no friends. I don't know. I just really, secluded myself. And so I felt like, because I did that, it just wasn't a release. Like, I don't know. I just was holding everything in and dealing with everything. And so then that's when the podcast, I guess, started to become an idea. Like, oh, maybe you should. Well, it wasn't really the podcast. It was more so like, oh, maybe you should do like a video diary, like, so you could go back and listen to it and see how you was in that moment and how you grew. So that's kind of, I guess, how Surviving Me became a thought, I guess.
Yeah, I remember we were playing around with some ideas, something that could, that you could use as an outlet.
Yeah.
For, what you were going through at that time.
Yeah.
Because remember when I went through my little situation and I started sewing.
Yeah.
And I said, you just need something that when you doing it, that's what you're thinking about. You're in that moment creating, you're birthing something.
Yeah.
That's what helped me. And, stop the overthinking and the mind racing. So,
yes.
And I was like, really? I said, what did I say? I loved it because I knew it was going to bring you out your comfort zone.
What? And that's why it didn't happen for a long time. Like, cause my mom, she was pushing it. She was pushing it. Like, you should. I'm like, girl, I ain't trying to do that. Go on there, tell them people my business and hearing my business. I ain't trying to do that. Like, I can't do that. I don't want. And it wasn't more so because I was scared. I just really don't like people in my business. I don't know how else to say that other than I just really don't like people in my business. I don't like feeling like, oh my God, I'm so sorry for her. I hate that. And that was the last thing I wanted people to feel. But I felt like if I came out and tell my story, that was the first thing they was going to feel. And I just didn't want that pity, I guess.
Yeah, I get that. But I'm glad that you got over it.
Yeah.
Because we have Surviving Me. It's growing. It's showing you that you're capable.
Yes.
It's showing you so many strengths within you.
Yes.
And that's what I wanted it to do. I knew it, though. I told you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did.
She did.
Okay. So why did you rebrand from Her Way Through?
Oh, yeah, the real OGs know that we did not start off as Surviving Me. No, we did not. We used to be called Her Way Through the Glow Up Diaries. And now when I'm saying that, it sounds funny because that name is so long. But it was called Her Way Through because that's exactly what it was. It was my way through. I was getting through what I was going through at that time. I wasn't even really thinking about guests at that point because I really just wanted an outlet to get out what I was feeling. So I called it Her Way Through because it was my way getting through what I was going through. And I changed it when I realized it was more than my story. So that's why it became Surviving Me.
Okay. Excuse me. Would you like to elaborate on what you were going through at that time? Not really elaborate, but just like give a little.
Like, so the breakup with my baby dad was really hard. And I didn't, to be honest, I really didn't think it was going to be that hard because I felt like that's what I've been saying I wanted. Like, no, I just want this to be over. And like, I just want to be done with this. But when it actually finally happened, it was like, it was hard. And that shocked me because it was like, hold on, you've been saying you want this. This is what you wanted. And now it's finally happened. And now you feel like your whole world is crashing. Like, that's how I felt.
Okay. But it could have been just that new, because you like your things to be, you're pretty much routine.
Yeah.
So when something disrupts a little bit sometimes.
See, I'm getting all emotional now.
It's okay. Emotions are real.
I don't even know why I'm getting emotional, y'all.
Because you're talking about things you're probably thinking back. It's bringing up certain memories and things like that. But, you should never apologize for your tears. Emotions are real.
Emotions are real. It is real.
This is real. This is okay. You're talking about things, and this is just, how it goes sometimes. So, were you scared to start over?
Yeah. I guess in a sense because it was starting over. Ending that chapter, yes. I was terrified because I'm like, because I guess even though me and my baby dad was not together, I feel like we still did the whole family thing. Like we were still doing the whole family thing. So I never actually felt like a single mom, even though we wasn't together. I never felt like that because we still did everything, you know, together and stuff. So once it ended, it was like, okay, now my whole life, like I said, I really did feel like my life was crashing because it was over. Like, he was leaving, he was going and doing his own thing, and now I gotta figure out how I'm about to do this single mom, I guess, thing, because now that's what I am. He not here no more to help like how he was. So I don't know, that was hard. So I was like, how am I going to do this? And what is it going to feel like? Because then it was also like, this is not what I wanted. I never wanted this. So like, getting over that feeling of like, feeling like, oh my God, I don't want this. This is not my reality. This is not supposed to be my
so when
reality.
you say you don't want this, is you didn't want the single mom thing and you wanted your family.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't want it to be this way. You didn't want to be a single mom.
No.
Okay.
No.
I get that. And that's natural to you know, it's a mourning.
Yeah.
Like you know, you're mourning something that you're losing.
That's kind of what it felt like. Even though he was not dead. And then I think it made it hard because I still had to see him and still like deal with him. But I'm mourning losing him. Like he left. And like, it was weird. But that's really how I felt. That's yeah.
Okay. So you said you started the podcast of Surviving Me. And what else have you, I guess, put your feet in the water in?
Y'all know I'm in school. In school. I was in school. No, I wasn't in school then, I don't think. When I was going through all that, I don't think I fully started school until he left, I guess. I decided to go back to school.
But you know what? You had just started or something. Maybe
yeah.
Semester you had to maneuver him, you know.
Yeah, it was a lot. So I guess that's another thing I decided to tackle. Like, you know what? I'm going back to school. Even though I knew it was going to be harder because I'm going back to school with a baby now. Like, and I never did that before. So I knew that was going to be harder, but I feel like I needed to do something.
So as a mom in your 20s and a psychology student, did you ever feel like you were doing too much? Was it like it was too much for your plate?
Yeah. Honestly, I really don't know how I did it or how I'm still doing it because I'm still very much in school. But yes, it was plenty of times I felt extremely overwhelmed and like, oh my God, I cannot do this. But you know what? I just kept thinking of you and like, you like, you know, I did it with 5 kids. And I'm like, girl, if I'm sitting here trying to complain with this one little baby, get over it. So.
And working.
Okay, so. Yeah.
Like, you can do it. Trust me.
Yeah. But it did feel hard. It did feel overwhelming at first. But once you get your rhythm, it's like, okay, you know, this is my life. Suck it up.
Look, suck it up, buttercup.
Okay.
Okay. So we're coming to the third part of the interview. And this is the work, healing, and growth. So the work that she has put in after all that she has just talked.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to jump right into it. So what does healing actually look like behind the scenes?
Honestly, I love this question because I feel like people think healing is like this all around thing. Like when people be like, oh, I'm healing, you expect like, oh, I'm healed. It is not like that. Like healing is so messy behind the scenes. Like some days you have good days. Some days you feel great. And some days you feel so low and you don't want to get out that bed. And you know what? I had to come to realize that that is okay. Cause before a while I used to like be hard on myself. Like, girl, why are you still sad about this? Or why are you still crying over this? Like, haven't it been 2 years? I had to stop doing that because I don't know why in my head I thought like it's a timeline that I had to hurry up and get over it. And if I didn't, it just meant I wasn't healing. But I realized that is not true at all. Like, that's a part of healing. All of that, the messy, the crying, the some days high, some days low, some days you know what, I don't care. And then some days you like, but no, that affected me. And why? It's like each time you just find little things like that you be like, okay, I thought I was over it, but now that's another thing that I got to deal with to finally be over it. It's just I feel like it's an all around. It's not just one little thing. It's a journey.
It is. It is. It is. It really is. Because as long as you have life and other people,
yeah,
things happen sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes things happen. What do people not see about you?
I feel like people don't see my heart. Like, when I describe myself, I like to say that my heart is so pure. And when I say that, I don't want people to think like, oh, I'm just like the sweetest pie. Cause no, cause like mama got a little feistiness with her too. Don't get twisted. But I feel like my heart is just very pure. Like, it's just very pure. I really do care about people. Honestly, probably a little too much. And it's not even just like people that care about me. I care about everybody. Like, I'm just a person that truly just care about people. I don't know. And I just, for a long time, I try to like, I guess, I don't know how to really explain it, but I try to like be hard on myself about that. Like, oh, you just care. You care so much. But you know
like what? You had to change.
Yeah.
Like the world was forcing you to change.
Yeah. Like, you can't be this caring person. People don't care about you. Like, but it'd be like, I don't know how else not to be. So yeah, I feel like that's what people feel like, people misconstrue about me. I care a lot. Too much, honestly.
Right. Because you said the fact that people think you conceited, and conceited and caring really
don't go together.
Right. So yeah, I can see that you can see people that they feel like that's not what they see about you.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that because also you're quiet, you're an introvert.
Yeah.
So it's like people can take that as, oh, she uppity, and like I said, I had the same thing when I was younger.
I hate it.
I was real shy. I was shy. And I didn't particularly like, I don't know, not talking to people, but I just was to myself. I was an introvert and I was shy.
Yeah.
And then like when I say that, a lot of people be like, you were shy?
Yeah.
Now that life done unshied me.
But
I'm still that introvert. But now I'm like, I call myself an introvert extrovert. And you could attest to that. Like, I come
for sure.
in here and I'd be like, I gotta go in my hole.
Yeah.
And please, I just be needing to recharge, and because of the job I do as well.
Right.
Secondary trauma job that I have. But yeah.
It's so funny because like I hate, because people don't believe I'm shy. Like, people, I don't know, because I guess I've been told that I'm bold, and that shocks me because I don't feel like I'm bold at all. Like, when I describe myself, boldness would not be it. But I've been told that I'm bold from so many different people. Like, oh, what? You're bold? Like, when I be like, no, I'm shy. They be like, what? Shy? No. Boldness. I guess because like when you go on my Instagram and you see me and I'm being, her big day. But that's like, I'm in my safe spot. Like, like I could be who I want in my safe zone. Outside, like I told you, the world is loud. That's different. I just feel like it's different, but I guess people don't think this is the same, but it is.
Yeah, it is the same because I feel like everyone wears different hats.
Yeah, it's not fakeness either.
Yeah. No, it's not fakeness. That wouldn't be fakeness. Everyone wears different hats. Like you said, you're in your comfort zone.
Yeah.
In your comfort zone, you let your hair down. You don't go to work dressed in your nightwear.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You could be who you want in your house. That's like when you're around your family, you be yourself, right? Like your family know you. Act a different way around your friends. It's kind of like the same thing. Like, you be one way around your family, then around your friends is you act.
Or how about you turn that part off and you turn on the other part?
Right. It's like that. That's it's like that, basically.
Yeah. Have you ever wanted to quit the podcast, like when in your early days, like when, I don't know, like if you you may have looked and thought your number should have been somewhere, and it didn't move at all.
Child, I probably wanted to quit this podcast so many times, but I'm glad I didn't, y'all. Y'all know I love y'all damn bad. But man, did I want to quit this podcast so many times, because especially in the beginning, like when the numbers wasn't numbering, and it just, well, I can't even say they wasn't numbering, because I never really had expectations for like where I expected the numbers to be. It just was just like, I'm putting out all this content, like I'm doing the work, and it's like, it's not resonating with people. So what am I doing this for? That's kind of how I felt. But then I had to step back and realize that I was never doing it for the numbers. Like, this podcast was never for numbers. It was never about, you know, how many people I could get to listen. It was truly about just making sure people feel healing is not meant to be done alone. And that they're not in it alone. They have people are going through maybe the same stuff they're going through. And I always said, if it resonated with at least one person or two, then I'm doing my purpose. You know, like, it was never about. So once I stepped back, it was like, okay, keep doing it. Because those who feel it gonna feel it. Like I said, those who feel it gonna feel it, and those who don't, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm. And I knew you were going to stick it through. I knew. Because, how can I say this without, it's hard for me to sugarcoat stuff.
Yeah.
But, because you didn't come like whining.
Yeah.
How you do.
Yeah.
My mom, and
Yeah.
And I was like, I said, she is going to see this through. I said, she is going to see this through.
And was.
Yeah. I'm proud of you, baby girl.
Thank you. This is really my baby, y'all. I really do love this podcast down bad. Like, I don't know. I love everything about it. I like doing it. I like coming on doing my videos. I just feel like, I don't know, y'all. Y'all will understand when you start walking in your purpose, the feeling just feel different. Like, when you start doing it, it feels good. If you know, you know. It just feels good. I just like it.
I'm glad you finally. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you're sticking it through, and I'm so glad that it's doing what you needed to do.
Yes.
You know, and you didn't worry about the numbers and like what. You know, like, does that mean nobody likes it? And you didn't, like, all the things you would have worried about. That would have made me, if you would have kept coming like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, she gonna be quitting in a minute. Like, you know. But when you didn't do that, I knew. I said, okay.
Or just even like people, I thought I was going to get negative backlash. It really wasn't even from strangers, because I really didn't care. I thought I was going to get the negative backlash from the people who, you know, who know me. That was the ones and that's, you would think, why would I care? Because you like, they know you. So why would you care if they have anything negative to say? But that's what I was the most nervous about. It wasn't even about the strangers having negative backlash. It was more so about people that know me. Negative backlash.
What do you mean by negative backlash? Is it negative or just like
just judgment? Because you know, I be talking judgment. About, you know, some you know, personal stuff, and I just thought I was just going to have a lot of judgment. And again, it wasn't about strangers judging me. I really didn't care if that came from them, because y'all don't know me. It was really just from judgment from people who knew me. I thought.
I think that's natural. I think that's a natural fear or something to have. Like doing something like this. I think that would be natural.
Yeah.
You know. Okay. So, what was the hardest episode for you to record thus far?
Probably the family episode, where I was saying, like, when you have a shift with somebody that you're so close with, and y'all go through something so hard and you don't know how y'all relationship is going to be afterwards. That will probably be my hardest episode to this day. But that's, for sure. That's the one that sticks out the most, because it was, for one, it was hard recording it. I think that was the first episode where I actually was like emotional, and I got teary-eyed and everything in it. So that and it actually showed it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go listen to that episode. It's still, you know, it's still one of them ones. But that was definitely one of the hardest episodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, so now that you're past that episode.
Yeah.
Can you look what you felt in that episode now that it's in the future now?
Yeah. There's those same feelings. No, I don't feel the feelings I felt, like the scaredness I felt, it fizzled out. Like everything, like my mom always say, like I swear to God, she say everything's gonna work out the way it's supposed to. And like I feel like we hear that as a child so much, and then you hear it from adults and just be like, oh my God, they always talking about that. Always talking about stuff gonna work out the way it's supposed to work out, but it's not working out. Like, I don't know, like, but no, like for real, it really do though. You don't see it obviously in the moment, but since we're in the future, and it's like, wow, everything really did work out.
The
So
way it was supposed to.
yeah, so
I mean, yeah, because things happen. Like in life, you gotta. What I've learned is don't take things so serious.
Yeah.
I was very serious.
Yeah.
As a child and coming up, and I know you could remember as a mom. I think I was a lot more serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have evolved from that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not to take things so serious.
Yeah.
I'm a deep thinker. You know, I'm deep.
Okay. What we say over here, we get deep over here.
Yeah. So, and I didn't know how to balance that, I think.
Yeah.
As I was young. So I had to grow. It was something that I had to mature in. And which I did.
You did. And did. She did that, y'all. She did that. Y'all know I give my girl her flowers all the time. That's my girl.
Thank you.
That's my girl.
You. So she be talking about me good over here, y'all.
Okay, y'all, let her know. I stay shouting her out. She know.
It.
That's my girl.
Yeah, this is my baby. My first girl. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's my first girl here, y'all. Okay. So, as your mom, what growth have you seen in me this year?
Oh my God, that is such a great question, because I feel like I've seen so much. Like my mom used to be someone who, like, it used to always irritate me a little key, because it was just like, oh my God, calm down. Like when you would call to her any little thing, she always what it'd be like, relax, I'm just coming by to say hi, girl. And but like she don't do that no more. Like, she don't do that no more. Like she really got her anxiety under check, because you know we talk about anxiety over here. She had real bad anxiety at a point in time, but she got it. Like she really did get it under check by herself, I may add. So that was, I like that. And your insomnia too, like everything.
That's what anxiety. That's a part of it.
She be working, and that's what makes my growth so easy, because I can see it firsthand. And then you know she's older and she's still doing the growth, because that's very rare that you see. And I know y'all know that these old folks, they be stuck in their ways, and you know these parents be stuck in their ways too. But my mom is just not one of them parents that is stuck in her ways. I can honestly say she is not the same woman that she was like 3 years ago that she is now. Like, and that's how it always been my whole life. Like throughout my whole life, I see her go through phases and different, and just grow. Or maybe I seen that she was working on something and she now is like better now. So it just gives me motivation. Like, okay, growing is always, it's not something that you get stagnant with, like how most people be doing. So yeah.
Yeah, I told you that. What I told you, I said I'm a lifelong student.
Yeah.
As long as this brain is firing and crackling, I'm gonna be learning something.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just the way I am, because I love giving it back to someone else. You know, giving somebody else some knowledge. You know, that's what it's about.
It is.
That's what it's about.
What I say, y'all, be passing gems and passing your knowledge. That's the best thing you could do for somebody else, is just give your gems and knowledge. You never know where they might take that. Yep. Like seriously, I take my gems from my elders, you know, I really do. That's why I got a lot of people in my life I'm known as the one who always have the older friends. I be having friends that's in their 40s. I don't care. They be teaching me stuff.
She tells them I don't care. Okay.
And don't.
That is not really old. I mean, it's older than
to me. Like that's like having my mom again. That's why I'm able to have friends like that though, because me and my mom are so close and we could talk. I don't have a problem with having conversation with other grown adults, and and they be like, "Hold on, you how old again?" Yeah. You know. Yeah. I've been here before. Hold on. I've been here before.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see you old soul. Remember, I asked used to be like, but I be talking to her, I be like, wait a minute. Okay. But she was just, you know, you were so always easy to talk to.
Yes.
You know, just very easy to talk to. And you gave some advice, even though you were young.
Okay.
I mean,
I've been here before, y'all. I've been here before. Can nobody tell me? I don't care. Like my child, too. Kay been here before too.
Yes.
It just passed on down.
Yes.
Telling
you. Yes. My Baba. We ain't even gonna get it. Okay. I will turn this episode into how I love my Baba.
Okay.
I'm hearing his back. As soon as I said, I heard his voice.
Okay, exactly. He not even here, y'all. He not even here.
Look, she like he not
even here.
Oh my God! Now you got me thinking about him. Wait a minute. Okay, so now we're on to part 4 of the interview, and this part is the noun. Who Diana is today. Okay, so this is going to be nice. I like this.
Yes.
And what Surviving Me does, because this is about her too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
So here we go. What does Surviving Me mean to you now?
Surviving Me means to me, like I say, the journey back to yourself will always be the hardest work. Like, seriously. And as my mom say, we literally got into it like recently, because I'm like, Mom, you always telling me to focus on myself. Like, y'all, she is the spokesperson for that. Anyway, she tells me all the time, focus on yourself. And I feel like Surviving Me helps me to refocus on myself. Like, it helps me. I hear her voice, obviously, always, because I hear it from her so often. But then Surviving Me puts it in perspective too, like focus on yourself, because that's what this podcast helps me to do, like, focus on my growth
and where she wants to go.
Yes.
And where you want to go, and where you want Kason to go.
Yes.
You have a child that you're looking after and caring for, so you have to think about him as well.
Exactly. So yes, that's what Surviving Me means to me. It just means like the journey back to yourself will always be the hardest work, but you can do it. Like, when you get back to yourself and you love yourself, it's the best thing you could do for yourself, like, literally. But it's always everlasting. It's not just a one thing. It's never just like, oh, I'm back to myself and we're done. Like, no, like, seriously, because I know I'm gonna go through way more stuff down the line. Ooh, we're not even gonna get into that, but yeah.
Well, how about I'm just going to go through some life things. That's about part about.
I know.
This thing called a human life.
Y'all know life be life, y'all. Y'all know life be life.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily have to look and say like they're all going to be bad or horrible.
Yeah, it could be some good stuff. It could be some good stuff. It definitely could.
How about a lot of good stuff?
No, for real, okay? Universe, you hear me?
Yes.
You hear me manifesting it.
Yes.
Now.
And within you, because the choices we make also determines that as well.
That is very true.
So yeah. What do you hope your daughter hears one day when she listens to this? Wait a minute now. Wait, daughter? Oh. Wait a minute.
Oh my God,
that's daughter now.
No, I don't have a daughter now, y'all. Right. I don't. I only got one kid.
But you know you're going to have one.
But I hope so.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know, but I hope so. I do hope eventually I have a mini me. Y'all know my son is my mini, but I'm talking about a mini. The world need another Diana. But I feel like what I want my daughter to see. That's a great question. First of all, I want her to see, like, her mom is strong. First of all, like, her mom went through some things, but she got through it. And she helped others get through it as well. And I just really want her to see that I'm strong. Because that's when I think of my mom, that's what I think of. The first thing I think of, she's a strong woman. And I feel like because I think of her like that, I look at her like she's a woman that she could do anything. Like, I really don't see her as anybody that can't do anything she want to do, she can do. And I want my daughter to look at me and see that as well. Like, my mom, she could do anything she, put her mind to. And she's a strong woman.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I need to be paying myself more. I like that. But no, because I'm a big believer.
Yeah.
Like, I want to look, we got to get this done.
Okay.
I've been a plumber, an auto mechanic, a carpenter.
No, for real.
Mom be like, what? Come on, y'all. We got to get to Home Depot. We got to. They gotta be like, Mom.
Everything. Like, Renaissance woman. That's how I want my daughter to look at me. Like, my mom is a Renaissance. Okay? Yeah.
I know that's right. Okay. What are you protecting in this next version of yourself?
My peace, honey. My peace is so important to me now. Oh my God. Like, I mean it, like, I'm not playing. My peace is something that I don't want to give up for nobody. Cause I felt like I lived in not peace so long. I know what it feels like to live in something that's chaotic that I never want to live in that again. So yes, my peace is something I'm protecting with like shields, honey. Don't come and disrupting my peace, please. You gotta go.
I know that's right. You know, when you get to that sunken place.
Oh.
Okay. We gonna call it sunken place.
Man.
Sometimes you don't fall too far in and you can just pull yourself back up. You know, but if you get too deep, you gotta sometimes have help and support to get out of it. And, you know, you don't want to be there.
No, you know? No.
Yeah.
And I know to avoid that.
You from there.
Exactly that. That's how I don't go back there. Making sure my peace is intact at all times. And I don't think people realize how much peace is important. I didn't realize that. I really didn't. I never cared about like peace that much as growing up, but until my peace got disrupted, and then it was like, hold on. No, I need peace in my life. I need it. I can't live in chaos. I know some people do, but I can't. Like, I just can't.
Yeah, it's too hard.
Yeah,
it's too hard, and it's a long way back to yourself before the chaos.
Yes,
if you ever even get there.
Yes,
you know, you're just an evolved version of that version.
Yes.
You know? What's something you had to survive within yourself before you could show up fully in the world?
My overthinking, for sure. My overthinking and my anxiety. Let's put those together because they're
hand in hand.
They really are, and that's definitely something I had to survive within myself because that's all internal. Overthinking is internal, anxiety internal. Like, can't nobody see what's going on in this brain when that stuff is happening, but I can, and that's something I definitely had to survive myself because, man, my overthinking. Like I said in my anxiety episode, make sure I go check out the anxiety episode. But like I said in my anxiety episode, anxiety was my norm for so long until it wasn't. Like, what I mean by it wasn't, it became so not my norm. I didn't know how to get back to my norm. If that made sense. That made sense. I feel like that made sense. So yeah, that I had to survive that. I had to survive that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, because your anxiety, I mean, it was really bad.
Yeah.
Really, really bad.
Yeah.
It'd be like, well, we almost at a war of words.
Yes.
I'm like, I'd just calm down. Like,
I couldn't. I
mean, it would be, she just would be literally vibrating. Like, I'm like, calm down.
Yeah, it got bad. My anxiety got bad.
I said, your anxiety is bad. You need to go see somebody.
She did.
I keep some things, it may not even be forever.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean forever. If you need it forever, take it forever.
Right.
You need it for just this little bit at this point in time, take it for just this point in time.
Okay. Whatever I need to make me feel better.
Exactly.
Because, man, I feel so out of control. Yeah.
Because this your life and you only get one. So you better live it.
Okay? That part. Exactly that. Exactly that.
If someone listening today is surviving the same thing you did, what's the one thing you want them to remember?
Y'all not in this alone. Y'all know what I say. Healing is not meant to be done alone. Like, find your safe spot, whether that's a person, whether that's a space, or maybe it's just the object. It could be an object. It could be anything, but find what's safe to you. Because healing is not meant to be done alone. You don't have to do it alone. Because I don't know about y'all, but when I was so low, like in my low spots and not knowing how I was going to get out of it, when I think back to how I got out of it, it was my support. Honestly, if I didn't have my support, I don't think I would have got up out of that because, man, I was low. That was the lowest I ever been in life, and I've never been any lower than that. So I feel like what I want people to take from this is don't do it alone if you don't have to. Find that person, find that thing or whatever that'll help you get up out whatever you're going through at that time. I'm telling you, it really will help for sure.
Yes, I like that. I like that. I like that answer.
Yeah,
I really did. That was very heartfelt. I like.
Yeah.
Okay. If this conversation were a chapter in your healing book, what would you call it?
What's next? I don't know why, but that's the first thing that came to my head, so we just gonna rock with it.
What's next?
That's what I would call is like, what's next? Because
okay, I like that.
Maybe because I'm asking myself that. Like, okay, what's next, girl? Like, I feel like you didn't got through it. Like, I'm not saying I'm not officially through it, as obviously, if I could still tear up, obviously, I'm not through it, but I know I'm getting through it. Like, like, this is not, I know I'm not going to feel.
It's not as hard as you thought it
It's not. It's really not. And the tears are there because I can't even explain why the tears are there. They're not there because I'm like, oh my God, I still feel it so bad and I'm still in that space. They're more so there because it's just like, I'm sensitive.
It's just something that's tearful. It's something because there's so many emotions at once going through you. Because remember, you done conquered the heartbreak, the loss, you know what I'm saying? All those different emotions, and it's like, that's what it is. That joy, that, it's just so many emotions,
Yeah. So the chapter will definitely be called What's Next, because, like, stay tuned.
I know, that's right. What's next? I can't wait.
What's next?
I can't wait. Okay, and this is the final question.
Ooh, we came into it, and y'all, thank you for listening.
Yes, we are at the final question. I hope that I did your podcast justice, interviewing you.
Indeed.
And my voice, I just got over being sick.
Yes.
So if I'm croaky, y'all, I am so sorry.
We don't judge over here, y'all, right?
So here we go. What does year 2 look like for you, for Surviving Me?
Man, I have so much in store. I don't want to give too much because, I want people to stay tuned. But no, y'all, for real, I really have so much in store for Surviving Me. If only y'all knew, if y'all could be in my head. But the vision for Surviving Me is, eventually, it's not just going to be a podcast. Like, I don't want Surviving Me to just be a podcast. I want it to be somewhere like a space, like literally an all around healing space for people. Like, yes, they could come listen to the podcast when they feel like they need inspiration or feel less alone. But then I also want stuff to where they could, like, maybe do like little workshops and stuff that'll help you, like, self-help stuff.
Testimony is always
good. Yes. Yeah. So I think that's what this in store for year 2 is building Surviving Me's brand. So it's not just, a podcast, introducing it, opening it up, for my full vision.
That's right. Grow that baby.
Okay. Cause it was never meant to just be a podcast, y'all. It really wasn't. Like, yes, I love the podcast. I love it. But it's so much in store. Y'all know it's so much in store. And then, of course, still telling people stories, still giving people the space to tell their stories. That's still very much in fact for Surviving Me. I don't think I would ever stop that because I love talking to the people that come and tell their stories. I done met so many different people, and if you know me, that is so, like, out of my comfort zone and out of my league. I don't do stuff like that. Like, I don't. But I found the love for it in a weird way. Like, I love it so much that I'm even willing to go to, like, the women's expose and talk, which is, man, that's a big deal for me, y'all. That's a big deal.
That is a big deal.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal. So, yeah.
Yes, I love it.
I love it.
I love it. Anything that's going to help you to grow as a woman.
Yes.
You know how I feel about that. Because, I love the woman that you're becoming. I love the young woman you are. I love the woman you're becoming. Like that full woman when you're getting there. And what I tell you, you're going to get there before I got there. My epiphany was 38. When it was just something that was like, I'm unapologetically the woman I am. And that's just what it is. And that's just, and I could sit in it and I was comfortable in it. That's when I felt the most comfortable in my womanhood. And I
love that. That's my goal, to feel that. Mm-hmm. Like, not care at all when nobody have to say.
Yeah.
And that's how my mom lived her life. I swear. She is that woman, the one that people be like, how people be like, oh, people always say they don't care and they really care. No, she really don't care. Like, she living her truth and she do not care if you don't like it. And that's like, I always admire that about her, even as a child, like, cause that's how she kind of always been since I known her the whole 26 years of my life. That's how long I know her. So it's like, and she always been that way. And I'll be like, you know what? That's the woman I'm going to be. I'm going to eventually get to the point where, you know, I don't care what anybody has to say about me or like any negative thing, because that was a big thing for me at a point in time.
Yes.
Like caring about people talking about me negatively. I don't know why, but it just was. I just didn't like it. So I was just like, I just can't wait to the point I could be like my mom and just not care. And, you know, so eventually we getting there.
It'll run you crazy. I had to get there as well, and you will get there too, you know? But it will run you crazy, and it's not even like everybody. It's like your family.
Yeah, that was hard.
People should know you and love you and things like that, so it does make you, you know, you don't want them to, you know.
Yeah, and that's what I feel like I dealt with, so it was hard.
Yeah.
Because it low-key created trauma. In a sense, I don't know. Child, like, girl, don't care about that. Don't care. But yes, in a sense it is. Like, yeah. But whatever. We're getting over it, though. We're getting over it. Because I really don't care no more. Now I'm able to be her. Y'all see me. Like, I don't care. I'll pop it. I'll be popping it and don't care because I'm really her.
It's so funny to me, y'all young people with y'all little and what do they call little whatever the TD and FFP. But it's so I'm like, they are creative.
Clock that tea, honey.
Coming up. I mean, of course we had our things that we did, but they go in the trash so fast. Like one time, one is teeth clocking a thing.
Okay.
The next week, it's something different.
It's something different. It's, you never know. Right now, clock the tea is that thing because we be clocking people's tea and do. But yeah, that's beside the point. So thankful for everybody that stopped in and listened and took the time to listen to my story. I hope it was very interesting for the ones who did check in, and I hope you listened all the way through. And as I like to say, y'all know, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment. It helps push the podcast to other people who needs to hear it. And then make sure you subscribe to the Glow Letter, because you know a Glow Letter drop at every episode, so you do not want to miss this. And Mama did open a book club. I host a book club. Join the After Hour Book Club. Yeah, we be talking and we meet up frequently and talk about the book. It's a vibe. Come join. Like I always say, no matter what page of healing you're on, you're not alone and you're not behind. Keep going through it, keep glowing through it, and keep growing through it. See you next episode. Bye.
All right, bye.
I've battled the silence, I've wrestled the shame, faced all my demons and called them by name. This ain't for sure, it's deeper than deep. I'm surviving me.